I think there's a better song
What's
to
up?
use.
What's up?
Hey, listen, that's all we got right now.
This song I created to spread the love. So
Spread
no
the
matter the
love,
color
yes,
of your
yes.
skin, we're here together.
He's right.
We're in it together, people.
He's right. But what's up, people? Welcome to another episode.
By the way, that's $9.99 for using that 30-second.
Popcorn Pints.
James gets royalties.
I get
Oh,
royalties.
shit.
That's my song.
And we're here to discuss the movies Mystic River and Sleepers. Which, before we even dive into this, I honestly say are some fucking. There's some shits right there. These are some wild fucking movies.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, we got a disclaimer because there's going to be words said in this. That's going to be uncomfortable. Trigger.
Well, I mean, there's some good twist. Like the R word, we already know what that is. That's grapes. Grape. Boom.
Grapes. Okay. Grapes. Yep. All right. And what we're going to use for, we're just going to call them pedos.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. All right. I'm good then. Let's roll. But no, there's going to be, these movies were fucked up. Both of them were kind of, yeah, you're right. They're both kind of fucked up.
Yeah, these are both fucked up.
It was a good comparing, though. It was a good.
Kevin Bacon's in both, so there's our connection.
Yeah, that's our connection.
Kevin Bacon's in both.
Yes, he is. I knew I seen him in both, and I'm like, man.
And what else connects them is they're both like kind of almost mobbish.
I can see what you're saying.
There's a mob element, yes.
Yeah,
I can see that.
But no, these, yeah.
The stories, man, are fucking.
The stories are fucked up.
Deep, brutal, fucking like.
This was not a happy-go-lucky week.
Yeah, no, this is not happy-go. Even though I'm gonna probably say fucked up shit, so whatever.
Hey, man.
James is the old bastard of the group. So.
I'm the disclaimer. That's what disclaimers for me. You're gonna get triggered by what I say. I'm gonna try to hold myself together here. I don't want to say fucked up shit.
We should have ate hot dogs while we were doing this episode.
But no.
So you want to start? Is that what you want to start with?
But you want one? That one? Sleepers.
We can start. Well, hot dogs is the miss. Is that Sleepers?
Wait, yeah, that's Sleepers.
That is. Oh, that's right. I fucking watched Mystic River back on Tuesday, and now it's Saturday, so I'm trying.
You're like, fuck, am I mixing them? Damn it. All right. Yeah, Sleepers. So this took place around what, 50s?
The movie came out. Well, the movie came out in '96. It starts in the '60s, I think.
It's the '60s. There's the stories in. Okay.
Yeah. It starts in the '60s. This group of four kids in Hell's Kitchen. Mm-hmm. 4 kid friends. I don't know. Early ratings?
Oh, we're doing ratings first, though.
Yeah. Go ahead. Kick it off, James.
I'm going to give it, for now, 6.
Christopher Robin?
I'll go 7.
I'm going to go 8. I thought that shit was really good. Crazy fucking story, like just deep story. It's just like, holy fuck. Like what I like about these type of movies and these type of stories is when they take it to where these movies take it, it's not for no reason. Like there's a reason behind this. You know what I mean? There's a reason behind the stuff. There's a reason behind the story. And then,
well, this is supposed to be a true story.
Well, yeah.
That's why they put that thing at the end. They're like, no.
I did not even realize it was supposed to be based on a true story.
But did you read all that at the end?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well, yes, honestly, the same thing, and I didn't realize it until the end either. But either way, they still told the good. Either because this could easily be just a made-up movie.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure it's based on true events, but I'm sure it wasn't the whole story. But
for anybody that sees this that hasn't seen the movie, the short story is these 4 best friends from Hell's Kitchen accidentally kill a guy with a hot dog cart.
I think he was in the hospital.
Oh, he was in the hospital. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they never say he gets out of the hospital.
No, they just say he gets hurt really bad.
Yeah, and they go to this. They basically get sent to juvie, this home for boys, for a year. are sexually abused and beaten. And
by
then
Kevin Bacon.
Yep,
and
like
3 others.
Bacon is the main guard. And then they fast forward 20 years, between 15 and 20 years later, because they go to like the early 80s where they're adults.
Yeah. And they're in their young 20s because I think they mentioned 20 something.
29.
Ages. 29. Yep.
And it's an awesome, elaborate plan to get back at these guards because none of them work at the juvie hall anymore.
Yep.
And it's a pretty crazy story.
And the plan didn't start off until an accident.
No, it was kind of spontaneous.
It was spontaneous because no one knew about the plan. The lawyer, he had this plan set up how it's going to work, but then all of a sudden the two see the Kevin Bacon in the diner.
Go ahead.
Having dinner, and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So he goes and tells the other one, and they go to his table right in daylight.
We're jumping ahead here.
We are jumping ahead.
Yeah,
right, let's go.
So we got four good friends just screwing around, being dumbass kids. They steal a hot dog cart accidentally, and they're like, "Good evening, gentlemen."
Let's go,
Joe. Appreciate you, man.
They drop the cart down subway steps, hits this guy. He's in the hospital. Robert De Niro is a priest that basically looks former criminal turned priest, looks over the kids in the neighborhood, which I thought was that was an awesome character to have in there.
It worked for him.
I'm glad they didn't make him go pedo.
No.
I see. And as weird as it is to say, like the characters that you see him portray in movies, and I don't know if he's ever done it in movies, but from what I've seen him in film, it wouldn't be as believable as the guy who was in this.
No.
Not to say that guy comes off as one in real life. I'm just saying in the movie wise.
Aaron's saying that because he's not white.
No. I don't want to put those allegations. Like all jokes aside, I wouldn't want to put that type of shit on someone.
No, exactly. Life. Yeah, no. He did watch over the kids. He knew they were in trouble. He was their shoulder. They can come to him for anything.
He was a friend. He was the friend and priest, as they described him.
Yes.
And what was cool about him too is because, like how you're saying now, he did time and all this other shit and changed his life. So he knew the dumb shit that the kids would do, like when they were sneaking around in the church doing shit, like listening to people's confessionals and shit.
When they hid in the confessional, that is fucked up. And like the woman in there tells them she likes to sleep with married guys. I'm like, I can't stop. So, and then she's like, thanks guys for listening. Like she knew the kids were in there. They're like, why'd she tell us?
Because she didn't want to say to the father. She got it out at least, and she was like, "I said it. I'm out of here."
Their faces looked like so terrified. I'm just like, those kids are nothing like us because we'd have been in there laughing and talking shit about people in the neighborhood.
The kids start working for like the neighborhood mobster King Benny.
Yep. Yeah, King Benny runs Hell's Kitchen.
Yep, that's how they bring in the mob aspect, which is
always chopping up fish.
Which is, I was expecting, like, just reading the description of the movie, I knew the description tells you they go to juvie, something happens, and then they get revenge on guards. That's basically the description. So I assumed once they met King Benny, it was something to do with King Benny, totally unrelated as to why they went to juvie.
Yeah.
And then, oh God, some of these scenes in the juvie hall with the guards, Kevin Bacon and his gang.
Just the sound, like the door slamming and the screaming. Even those.
It was, some of these scenes were tough to watch.
Yeah. And the thing is, you think it's worse because we're men seeing it? You think it's different?
What do you
mean? Maybe a little.
Because you're pitching yourself there, you're like, nope. You're like, damn. I don't know.
I don't know because I also feel like it's a kid, so you feel even worse. You feel even worse about it. It's like, yes, they fucked up, but nobody deserves that. let's go start with that. But it's like, yes, they fucked up, but damn, they don't need.
Yeah, the beatings you think was bad enough. They're fucking.
That was already overboard. And then you add on that, I'm like, all right, now.
Yeah, where they go in the room, they thought they were going to get beaten and everything, and he was like, "What do you want from us?" And he was like, "A blowjob."
Straight up said blowjob.
I was like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, "Oh fuck, this is where that movie's going."
Well,
now.
you know, as soon as I mean,
the naked part where he had him strip and he gave him the eyeball.
Yep. Yeah, it started. So like, all right, we know where this is going, and then there's the long walk in the underground basement. After this is after the lunchroom fight, and Kevin Bacon makes the kids eat their lunch off the ground.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the black guard comes up telling him his shift's over, so he leaves. And then the next scene is Kevin Bacon walking them down a hall in the middle of the night, talking about rules. I'm like, well, he's back after his shift, so I'm sure this is going to go swimmingly.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Which is just like, what the fuck?
And I thought that one guard was going to be in it more. I thought he was going to be the one, like,
to help him,
intervene, helping. Yeah, the boys or something. He helped them that one time. He was like, "Your shift is over." And he stood up to him. I was like, "Oh, okay, he's cool. He's going to help protect him or something." Nah, that was the only scene. He's gone.
Oh, that's a good point. That was his only scene. He's not a guard. They don't show him again at all as a guard.
I guess I kind of feel like for those, they really wanted you to feel this movie and really wanted you to like just make it hit, like really make it hit. And it's like if they're getting, not that they shouldn't have been, but if they're getting protected by his guard throughout the movie or whatever, it's not going to hit the same as maybe in real life situations where people are in these situations. They're not really getting protected by anybody. Then you can kind of see what can be going on. I'm not saying that's what's going on, but what can be going on.
No, but that's kind of weird now, but because it's the dynamic of kind of setting up a character to counteract Kevin Bacon. Like he knows Kevin Bacon's guard character is a asshole or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then I think they could have done a little more with that. Maybe a few more scenes. Not where he's necessarily standing over those kids and, standing between them and Kevin Bacon or something like that. But there was literally no obstruction other than that one scene to prevent Kevin Bacon and the other guards from, sexually abusing these kids and beating them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got a question. Did you expect Kevin Bacon's character be the first one out of the guard to die?
I did not.
Me either. No. I thought he was going to be the goal, the last one.
Yes, so did I.
He plays such
crazy. I was like, wow.
Like he did so and I hate saying this in the sense of because the type of role he played, but he played the role so well to where you like hated his character. That's what I mean by that. So it's like, fuck.
Well, most actors talk about how much it's easier to play a bad guy.
Yeah.
I feel like probably more fun.
But then there's the extent of the bad guy because there's a bad guy that's a criminal, there's a bad guy that's a murderer, then there's a bad guy that's
I can't. I have to imagine that can still take a toll on you as an actor. Yeah.
No, definitely. But I'm saying that I feel like I feel like any level can take tolls on you, but I feel like there's probably more that take a toll than some others, especially if it's something darker like that. Versus like a bank robber. A bank robber was like, okay, I could turn that on and whatever, but now I'm a grape. You know what I mean? He's graping people in movies. It's like that's different. Not only people, but kids.
Yeah. What?
So that's
well, I just really had a fucked up thought, but I won't stop saying it. I stopped myself. Holy shit!
It'll come out later.
Oh, now
after the show.
So yeah, these kids are in there for a year. They kind of go between. Game. That's where I was going next. Okay. That was one violent football game between the kids and the guards.
And it fucking backfired on him. The kid thought this is the one time we can stand up to him, and they're going to let us slide. Like, okay, this was the rules. You're good. Nope. They got revenge on him anyways. You fucking prick.
So the kids talk. The black kid who's
Rizzo,
who's athletically gifted, and being on the football team so they can beat the guards. And then they beat the guards. But Jesus, was this? They said it like they specifically said it was supposed to be a touch football game, right?
Yeah, touch, all right. Elbow shots.
And it's literally 5 minutes of just violence.
Oh yeah.
Fucking guards spearing the kids. The kids fucking poking eyeballs, fucking elbowing the guards in the face.
Oh, it was damn near just a fight.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And then the kids win, and the guards beat them and throw them in solitary, and they kill Rizzo.
Yep, they beat him so bad that he died.
Beat him to death.
Told the family that he died of
pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is a nice twist later on.
Yeah. But when they go open casket, he gets full of bruises and swollen up and shit. Like, yeah, that's what caused it.
I don't think you go open. They probably control it in that scenario. Somehow.
But that football game. But like I said, they thought that one kid really did, in a way, it backfired on him. So he is responsible, kind of having
a little
Rizzo
bit.
die. Because Rizzo didn't want nothing to do. He even said, he's like, I'm not on their bad side. Why the fuck do I want to get noticed and shit? Then the kid just smooth talked him. Like, look, you got to get back on this. The one thing they're going to let us slide on, basically. Well, and he's like, all right, I'll show him my shit, or, and fucking backfired. The dude had fucking, and he felt it. He cried. He knew it was his fault. It was my fucking fault.
Yeah.
A lot of emotion in this movie, like for everything.
Yeah.
Like when they fucked up, they're crying because they know they did like fucked up, like the Rizzo thing, the cart thing. When they first had to go, they're like they knew it was.
That
they didn't mean to kill, like almost kill that guy.
In the beginning, that cart scene shit, that shit was fucking funny.
It did. I laughed. I'm not gonna lie. I laughed. They hit the fucking dude, slammed against the wall and shit. I was like, oh shit.
I didn't laugh at that part. Like,
I thought that's where you're going.
Well, hold on. If you're a hot dog vendor, are you really gonna exert that much effort chasing a kid over a single hot dog?
For back in that time, a quarter, even though it's probably a lot to them, but
no.
Back then.
Either way,
but no, you're leaving your whole cart where people come like they did. They steal that shit.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for stopping.
That's a good movie, Chris.
Like, that hot dog vendor was fucking booking after that kid. I'm like, I would have ran maybe 30 feet. I'm like, this is not worth it.
I wouldn't have ran at all. There's no fucking point.
No.
Nope.
There's no
I
point.
would have said, you motherfucker. I would have yelled and said, if I ever fucking see you again. That type
Money
of
first, man.
Oh, yeah.
Money first.
But he had a look in his eyes like, I'm going to catch this motherfucker. They're across the street.
He wanted to beat that kid.
He wanted to whoop his ass bad. And then fucking like I said, like once that shit went down the steps, like their faces it went from laughter and all that shit to just. And I'm like,
it was like a whole crowd just watched. Like, what's going on? Dum, smash the dude against the wall. They're like, oh.
Yeah, nobody intervened.
Like,
that's just
they're just
shit right there. Nobody intervenes in shit.
Listen, if you're the dude that gets hit with this hot dog cart, he's reading his paper and then is surprised when he looks up. Like he couldn't hear this thing barreling down a fucking stairwell.
That wasn't quiet. That
a subway stairwell with it echoing. Yeah. It's not quiet.
Yeah, that thing was coming down, but it's coming down fast though. You're just like, oh shit, and boom.
No, but you're literally he's walking there, and it's literally 10 feet from him, and you're telling me he hasn't heard this thing pounding down the stairs?
He could have dove backwards, something.
He could have not walked forward and been like, "What sounds so loud? Why is it getting closer?"
Yeah,
instead he's just reading his paper.
Yeah, but there's times where people.
You know what? Maybe he deserved to get hit by the hot dog cart.
Yeah, he deserved it. It's like texting and driving, no reading the newspaper and walking, motherfucker.
No, I watched that scene and I wanted to have hot dogs for lunch. That's
all he was talking about. The group chat is hot dogs.
You see him getting hit and be like, oh, that motherfucker. Oh,
I want some fucking hot dogs now.
And then when you were like, those kids, I don't think those kids want any hot dogs. And when I get to the scene that you're saying this about, I'm like, wow.
This is like, oh, look at all that ketchup wasted. Oh, never mind. That's blood. Never mind.
All those condiments all over the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, his livelihood. Listen, I understand the livelihood, but like I said, you could take a pause. The kids live in Hell's Kitchen. He's going to see those fuckers again. You can get your revenge for your livelihood. You don't have to chase him down to prove a point at that moment. You can wait a few days to get your shit. There's no time limit on your livelihood.
So the cart was his livelihood, not the single hot dog that this kid took off.
I think that's what Chris is saying, is that the cart was his
livelihood. I thought because at the time we were talking about the chase and shit. I thought he was mentioning why he chased them. I was like, nah, he didn't have to chase him.
The chase.
But no, his livelihood, yeah, that cart got destroyed. They're not cheap. Speaking of that, there's a fucking dude over on McClellan that got a cart. He pulls that shit to the corner of State Street and they're fucking selling those ice cones, snow cones.
Nice.
Smart business there. Look at that. State Street, you want a snow cone?
Fucking
McClellan, the corner of State Street, McClellan.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So we fast forward. These kids have been in juvie, getting raped for a year.
And Uncle Don't Touch Me there.
There we go. Nope, you're correct. I forgot he was chasing after just one one dog.
Yes, there you go. All right, there you go. Yeah, it was one hot dog, man.
Yeah, it was
one hot dog.
Yeah,
and then he chased him after the cart after.
Yeah, and afterward, seeing the run made sense. Hey, you got my fucking cart.
Yeah.
First of all, it was just a hot dog, and that was his biggest chase. He was running after him for like 15 minutes, chasing him down, running through New York City.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. So these kids.
I know. Even the kids said that. He's like looking across. He's like, "Are you fucking serious for a hot dog?" He's about to throw it out here. Take it.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't even eat the hot dog.
Yeah. No.
No,
you know the two eyeballs meeting remind me of? It reminded me of Sandlot, where the kid's looking at the dog.
Oh, yeah.
He's about to fucking play the pickle thing, like to take off. It reminded me of that. I was like, oh, shit. There you go. He's off. Here he goes.
Gone.
So these kids are in juvie for a year, getting beaten, getting raped. We fast forward to them as adults. And I lost the track of which adult was which kid for a while.
Yeah, me too. I was trying to match them up. The one with the one of the curly hair that always talk to
the curly haired one. Yep.
Yeah, you remember him.
He was easy to pick up. He was the easiest to figure out.
What's his fucking name?
But two of them
Brad Pitt, was he the
Was he the smallest one? He was the smallest one that talked about never being able to sleep, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he is the smallest one. We have with the light. You sleep with the light on. Because he said I can't sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can ever sleep alone, worry about someone coming in the door.
Mm-hmm.
Ren. Yep.
And the other two, it's crazy that they got out, even though how close they were, and they did the little shenanigans. But did you think two of them were going to get out and be stone cold killers?
Well, I mean, the voiceover at the beginning is the one kid talking about how two of his friends are killers, and one's like an out of practice lawyer, and he's the only one that can speak.
Yeah, but that's crazy. You're just sitting here. I mean, the other two friends will be like, "Dude, what the fuck are you guys doing?"
You got to think about it though, the way they grew up, and then the shit they've been through when they were in juvie for all that time.
No, yeah, it fucks with you. I understand.
Well, that's the point, man. Going to a place like that ruined their future.
Yeah.
That's the message in the movie. Other than it being a fucked up place, because I'm sure.
And then I guess you could even figure throwing in the education that they may have or may not have getting out of juvie and any type of prison time they've done, and that right there, trying to get a job if they did try to go straight, and so that's why I just like the streets. Just
well, two of them, mate. One of them did go straight, became a lawyer.
Well, juvenile records do get tossed out after a while.
Yeah.
They're supposed to, right? They always say like 7 years.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. That is so like if you're looking for a silver lining about going to juvie, those records will eventually be thrown out.
Yeah, Pitt was the lawyer. Yep.
Yeah.
And he is one who came up with this whole plan.
Yeah. Now we get into the real interesting part of the movie. Well, not that
great actors in this movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, they had a great cast with this shit.
So two of the kids go on to be
Pacino? Oh.
No, De Niro is the priest. He's in it the whole way.
Who played the drunk alcoholic lawyer?
Oh, Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman. There you go.
Yeah, he was good. When he was talking to Kane Benny, he's like,
yeah,
and he's like talking about how he's a drunk and has a drug problem.
Yeah, he said, you know what my record is? I lost 4 losses. I lost all 4.
I had 4 cases last year. I lost them all.
Yeah,
that's some crazy shit. I mean, he was being
honest. Like, Benny is like, you just got to read. Can you read? he's like,
it's an impressive cast in this one.
Yeah, really good cast.
2 kids they were the founders of some gang, like the West Side Boys or something, and the frequenters to this bar.
Boys, West Side Boys.
There's the voiceover. The voiceover says the one guy's already a suspect in 4 ongoing murder investigations.
Yeah. By the time he died, he had 5, I believe.
Yeah. They're in this bar.
He drinks and does coke.
Yep. They're in this bar, getting drinks, getting food, walk into the bathroom, and there's Kevin Bacon just sitting at a table in the back eating. They literally just walk up and shoot him in this bar.
Well, they talk for him a little bit. They want him to recognize him first.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even think about it. And I like how they shot him. Shot him 1 in the fucking leg, shoulder. They're like going, let you feel pain first.
Yep.
Then they're like, okay, fuck it, let's light him up. Head, bow, 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 bow.
Didn't they shoot? I thought they shot him in his piece. I didn't think that was in his. I didn't think that was in his leg.
No, they shot him multiple places. I think they shot him in his fucking junk.
No, I mean the first time.
Shoulder,
I think the first time they shot him in his junk because they were talking to him at first. They
shot him like 4 times before they actually let loose.
Killed him. Oh yeah, I know. Before they finished him off.
Like the headshot, but then they gave a few extra shots afterwards. They fucking lit him up.
Yeah. So
then they just walk and talk to the bartender and like it was nothing. They're like, "Hey, let's go to that parm sandwich or something's going to be on the go."
Mm-hmm.
I got to take it to go.
Brisket. I wanted a brisket sandwich at that point.
Sandwich, yeah.
Like hot dogs and brisket sandwiches. They definitely shot him in his dick.
Yeah,
they did.
If I was them, to be fair, that's what I would have wanted to go for as well.
What's up, Troy?
What's good, Troy?
Yo.
Thanks for popping in.
It was. So that actually surprised me a little bit because, again, this is the first time I've seen this movie. I read and the description tells you they get out and they have this plan to get back at the guards. So, like we already talked about, I didn't think Kevin Bacon was going to be the first one to go at all. No. I assumed he would be like the main goal. Nope, they shot at him right away. I'm like, what the fuck do they do now? Yeah. And then,
in case you don't know, Troy, the movie we're talking about right now is Sleepers.
Yeah,
he just came in, so I don't know if he knows.
That surprised me. Then I'm like, but then they cut to should have gotten the brisket. It's delicious. Yep, it's.
But you'll never know.
Yeah, I want a fucking brisket sandwich. I'm not even hungry.
But it sounds good that you said
it
brisket.
It does fucking sound good, man.
It does.
I haven't had barbecue in a long time.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, then they go to jail. They cut to the curly-haired guy talking to them in jail. And then he goes to meet Brad Pitt, who's a lawyer, and has taken the prosecution case against these guys. Like, this guy...
To lose on purpose.
To lose on purpose. I'm like, this is a pretty involved plan.
Oh, by the way, really quick. They didn't know this was a plan. They almost put a hit on him.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
They're like, that's that motherfucker to put against his own friends. They're putting a hit on him.
No, yeah, because you can't let them know.
Hold off the hit on Mikey.
You can't let them know what's going on. You need to keep it as separate as possible. But you need to, if you're the middleman here between Brad Pitt and your other 2 friends in prison, and you're like, you can't let the prison guys know what's happening. You're like,
no, you can't.
Don't put a hit on him.
Wait a minute. I thought they said don't put a hit on Michael. Brad Pitt's not Michael. Is there a Michael?
One of them's a Michael. It's Brad Pitt.
I thought they said don't put a hit on Michael. Hold off on the hit on Michael. Because they heard something. They're like, hold off on it until I get
that might be it right there.
I remember them saying Michael.
But
or did they say Michael said hold off on the hit because he had to talk to Benny? Is Michael the curly haired dude the reporter? See, I'm mixing up names now. I'm fucking all up now.
Oh, hold on. Brad Pitt was Michael.
Thank you. Brad Pitt's Michael. All right.
Yeah,
I got it.
So he was the lawyer.
Yeah.
Yep. Brad Pitt's the lawyer. Michael.
So yeah, that's right. Who they were talking about then? Hold up to hit on
curly
Michael,
hair was Shakes.
Shakes. That's right. But so this is, I think they said like 81 or 82. So it's like 20 years, 15 years after this has happened. You've had this much time to think about what kind of plans, because Brad Pitt's trying to talk Shakes into going along with this plan. He's like, this wasn't the plan, but this is what's here now.
Yep.
And he fucking works it all out.
Oh, yeah. He just tweaked a little bit things. He's like, this can work. And the one missing piece was to get the priest to be the alibi.
And lie for him.
And that was, listen, that was fucked up. I understand. That's a hard decision for a priest because he had to lie. And he was really legit faithful to God.
I really did not. I wasn't sure which way he was going to go.
Me either. I thought he was going to make a deal with them. I thought he was going to say, I'll do it for this, but you're turning yourself in for the other murders you did.
See, I didn't think he was going to lie, but I thought he was going to convince them to tell the story about how they were abused and stuff in court for like a reason as to why
and
they
get like
shot.
Act like that's why they did it and like have a lower.
But it also probably depends on the times. And then they're already their record plus his record. They could just say like, okay, so this could all be a lie. So why even?
Well, because you got the lawyer and the other one, the reporter that was with them, when they come to testify too. We were the same thing.
True.
So you had two good and two criminals.
By the way,
by the way, at the end of this, they were all criminals. That was the biggest fucking con job. Oh, yeah. Crazy.
King Benny. They bring King Benny back when they're adults, literally 20 years later, and he looks
the same.
Not a day older than he did in the 1960s when they first brought the character into the movie.
He's gonna live forever.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he looked like he was gonna die in 5 years when they first introduced him.
Yo, that plan to get that one fucking guard, the politician, to buy his debt from the guy.
Was he a politician?
Benny. Yeah, that's why it was hard to get to him. He was in debt.
Dude,
paid off his debt, took it, gave it to King Benny as his debt. King Benny went to Rizzle's brother, who's a drug dealer.
That was awesome.
And I'll give you this for the $8,000. You buy this debt. And they're like, okay, talk to him, smooth to him. Then he was like, okay, I don't know why this guy's so special. He was like, he's the one that killed your brother. Boom. That guy said, I just paid $8,000. I got the fucking killer of my brother.
Well, it's like they said my brother died from pneumonia. I was like, no, they were wrong.
Yep. No, and they lit him up when they got that politician. He stood there. You just in fucking putting holes through him.
Hey, man.
I mean, that plan right up there alone. That plan is smart as hell.
The way they got each of these guards was awesome. Because they got
surprising too, like how everything actually worked.
One surprising, the one crippled into the courtroom as a witness. I don't know if that was part of the plan.
No, the one Brad Pitt pulled in as the character witness.
Yeah, the one that
was the plan. Yeah, that was.
It was to make him crumble.
Yeah, because Brad Pitt takes the prosecution to intentionally lose the case so that his childhood friends will be found not guilty, but he uses the opportunity to go after Wilkerson's, the juvenile home, and he needs one of these guards to come in and crumble on the stand and admit to what was going on there. So that was his plan, to get him to fucking crack. And watching that happen was fantastic. Like, that's great acting on everyone in the scene.
You're right. This movie's better. Okay, pump my score up to a 7.
Dustin Hoffman playing like the just drunk.
I love that character. That drunk
lawyer is like losing track, and you get Brad Pitt getting nervous because the questions are literally written down for him. Brad Pitt has the questions memorized
down, and he's mumbling it to himself.
Yeah.
He's like,
but getting the fucking Dustin Hoffman played that lawyer character awesome. The guard, they were trying to get crack on the stand as they dug into him for everything that happened was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The right questions were asked to make him crack.
When the judge called Brad Pitt and Dustin Hoffman up to the stand while they were questioning the guard, and he's like, "You called this witness up, and now it's backfiring in your face." It's like, I guess I just called the wrong character witness.
Yeah, like, oops, I made the wrong choice, Judge. And he played it off so well, like, oh my God, I'm making mistakes. I'm trying to win this case. He played it off like he was really trying to win it.
Yeah.
Well, he had to.
He had
to make it work. Yeah, because if they seen it like he was actually losing on purpose, you think someone would have connected that they were all friends, and someone would have found out and said, "This is a setup. He's friends with them, and he's friends with the other two right here."
Yeah, but what they were doing wasn't wrong.
Well, I don't think if you're a lawyer, if you know the criminals, you're not allowed to
represent them.
Yeah, represent them or go against them. I think
juvenile records are thrown out after 7 years, so those records are gone.
True.
I
guess that's true. So there's no connection unless you know you lived if you knew him growing up or something.
And they kind of establish the reputation of the neighborhood that people keep to themselves. They don't tattle on people.
Yeah.
So I think it was easy to get the plan. Kitchen. Yeah, it's like a code of Hell's Kitchen. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Then I'll ask this question.
The way they played up, what really gets to you is the way they play up, and kudos to Robert De Niro, the impact of seeing him lie as a priest on the stand.
Yeah.
Because at first he still made it like he wasn't going to do it. Like he looked at them, and you're like, "Oh shit, what's he going to do?" Did he find a way to say no and win it anyway?
Shakes goes to him in a moment of need with their female friend, whose character's name I can't remember.
Fuck, I forgot to.
But he asked Robert De Niro for this favor, saying, "If there's ever," you said, "if there was anything we needed, we can come to you."
Carol?
Carol, that's it.
Yep. He's like, "Well, if you're asking me to do this, I need to know why." And then, they go into the scene of him telling everything that happened to him at the home. And then the camera is just on Robert De Niro's face for like 2 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like you could see his eyes getting watery.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, "We haven't heard from him in like 2 weeks. We don't know what he's going to do." And, the struggle he went through, and then the voiceover saying, Shakes voiceover, it's like how bad that hurt, or like that's what he remembers the most.
Yeah.
Watching him on the stand like that. But Robert De Niro on the stand was awesome. Talking about the Celtics game, he pulls out the ticket stubs.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He waited to the end.
Yep.
Where he said that phrase, he's like, "Oh, I can't prove it."
Did anyone ever question your word before now? No.
Yeah, no. But then he pulled up the stubs.
Yes, this movie was fucking.
Oh, it was a good movie. It's not my go-to movie, though. I don't search for these type of movies.
Well, no,
I'm never disappointed with them, though.
Yeah,
like Godfather, Untouchables, Scarface. Like I don't go to them, but if I'm watching them, I do enjoy them. I just don't enjoy them so much where I'm like, I love
it's not like your favorite type of genre.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I do like it's good storytelling.
Oh, it's fucking excellent.
Yeah, it is.
Excellent. You can't even lie. It's excellent storytelling.
Yeah.
It's excellent storytelling.
But they get free. But then I like how they show the end, how their lives end, like how the future.
Yeah,
they have a nice little celebration dinner. It's the last time they're ever together.
Each other, yep.
Do you think their revenge with everything, including the two guards that they knocked off, or the one, I should say, do you think their revenge was justifiable?
It's hard to say it wasn't.
Okay, so the main one they hated the most was Kevin Bacon, and the one that shoved the baton up their ass, the politic guy. They died. The other two guards were with them. You hardly noticed them or seen them. They weren't like main characters. So that's why they had them just arrested, basically.
I see what you're saying.
Prison type shit. So in their eyes, yes, they're all suffering. 2 died. The other 2 are in prison for their crimes. That people are going to find out in prison that they're rapists, child pedophiles. You know how that goes. As soon as prisoners hear that shit, they beat the crap out of them.
There's nothing that unites prisoners like throwing in a child rapist, because then they all go after that guy.
Yeah.
That is true.
Fuck them out. So
that is true.
In their eyes, they got their justice. Now, are they? That means they're mentally stable now.
Oh
no, that's you're scarred for life. That changed you 100%, and it changed some worse than the others. 2 became stone cold killers.
Yeah,
and 2 actually got straightforward, but they're still fucked up. Brad Pitt's character can't hold a relationship.
You know what's crazy about that too, right, James? Is 2, like you said, they became stone cold. They were just killers, all that other shit, and they both died at 29.
Yep,
they died at 29. Yep,
in some crazy ass ways. And then the other 2, like you said, they kind of went straight, and they did go straight and just kind of changed their lives.
I thought Shakes was going to end up with Carol. They made it like she was fronting hardcore with him, and she named her son Shakes. I thought they got together.
Well, she named her kid like after all 4 of them, didn't she? They had like 4 names.
Oh, maybe, and then she calls him Shakes.
Yeah,
that's the favorite. She likes Shakes, like his best friend. I thought they were going to get together because like as soon as that scene where she was like, "Why didn't you ever ask me out?" And he's like, "Because you're a Mikey's girl, and I knew you were going to say no or something." And she's like, "I wouldn't have."
Then she was with the next.
He was flirting hardcore. Like I thought they were going to get together. They're always together. He was like telling the story. They're like a team.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Threw me off when they didn't get together. I was like, okay, whatever.
That was a weird part of the ending because they do that. Like she's a single mom with a kid and named after like all 4 of them. Like, all right, who the fuck's the dad? What happened to?
Who's the dad? And he's gonna let you name off after all 4 of these dudes, and nickname them Shakes after one dude that you like the most.
It calls him Shakes. Do we even know what happened to Shakes?
He's still one telling the story. I think he's still a reporter.
Was he still a reporter? I don't remember. He got promoted. No, he got a promotion. That's right.
Yeah, okay. Promotion or something. Yeah.
Yeah, because Michael moves out to like the English countryside and becomes a carpenter, and then the other 2 get shot at 29.
Yep.
Are we going to Disney?
Again?
If it is, I'll skip that one because we did Disney enough.
I really don't care if it does or not. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, I mean it's on there. We got to do it.
All right,
let's fucking do it. I don't care. My wife loves them. Give me, so I can make it a date night for whatever.
Which. Because we will be off next weekend. In 2 weeks, we will have a couple new wheels up here. So, go to Disney.
Oh, there's 3 movies on here? That means one of them's a double feature, right?
Aaron's not going to be here next Saturday. He's going to that anal beats tug of war thing that we've seen.
Yes, yeah.
I thought we were all going.
Nah.
Freaky Friday?
Oh, no.
They just announced they were doing a sequel to this.
I know.
Is it a sequel or a remake?
No,
they're going to. They're going to.
All right, so we're doing Freaky Friday.
Why, though? For one, Lindsay Lohan's way older. And if you bring in fucking, what's her face? She's like 85.
I know I do have a
You mean Jason's sister?
Yeah.
A few more of these movies, but I'll get to those later.
What else was on here? Hold on.
Yeah. There's these 2, but I have a couple more. I just didn't put them on the list yet.
Oh.
The Haunted Man? That's Disney? What?
Is the Haunted Mansion?
Oh, the Haunted Mansion. It says man in my face. I just see Haunted Man. Oh, okay. This is that new one with Eddie Murphy? Yep. I put this on there, I think.
I don't know if it's the new one or if it's the other one. I don't remember.
Eddie Murphy's in it.
Yeah, it says Eddie Murphy at the top, so it's the new one.
By the way,
wait a minute. Oh, you're right. The new one didn't have Eddie Murphy.
That's the old one.
More importantly, speaking of Eddie Murphy, fucking Beverly Hills Cop comes out next week. And
yeah, I don't care about it. Is it streaming or movies?
Netflix.
Streaming. Netflix.
Oh, okay. I'll get to it at some point.
I'm excited to see it. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, I don't know.
We did the first ones, didn't we? We did the first two at least.
We didn't do 3. The carnival.
3 was one of my. I remember watching 3 as a kid. I fucking loved it.
A theme park one.
See. I'm just saying.
Maybe we'll have to pair up 3 and the new one.
There we go, or something.
At some point, near future, people. Near future.
Near future.
All right, let's get to Mystic River. Mystic River.
Another really
good,
really wild
up movie.
Fucking.
And Mick
not as fucked up though. Not as fucked up.
Yeah, Mick was worried about us this week.
He was like, I'm not gonna even. Usually, I love coming out with you guys. He's like, but I'm gonna sit this one out. This is a little much.
Because he knew I was going to go.
Because he's mentally weak.
And I watched these back to back.
Me too.
It's a real upper, right, for the day. It really helped get motivated.
I was just like, holy shit! Like,
yeah, it was fucked up. I watched Mystic River first. I'm glad I did because I was like, it eased me into the next one.
Yeah, I did. I watched Mystic River first.
I did the same thing.
I watched them days apart.
But I watched them back to back, and I'm just like, holy, what the fuck? Wow, holy shit.
Yeah, this one's even fucked up, man.
But before we even get into the movie, let's just dive into the ratings, and then we can just dive into our thing. So what do you got, James? What do you got for us?
I'm going to give another 7.
Okay.
I'm rolling with a 7 too.
And I'm rolling with the double 8s for these movies tonight. Again, just the way they told the stories and shit, the way they showed the emotions in both movies, like you really felt it. You're just like, oh my God, this is just. And this one here, man, because it's like, holy shit. Somebody loses so much.
I think if I'm picking my favorite of the two, I'm leaning towards Mystic River only because I like the mystery aspect. I'm a fan of the mystery aspect.
I was going to mention that. Mention that in this movie. That's why originally I gave the other one a 6, and I was going to give a 7 in this one.
Yeah,
but I talked myself after talking about it. I moved that up to 7.
Because this one starts with 3 good friends. Is it? This one's like the 60s too, right? No.
Yeah, around that, like
70s, maybe 70s. I don't even.
No, it wasn't 80s. Was it 80s?
I don't know. It was like 50s or 60s. No, it was like it had to be like the 60s.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know. Some old time like that.
Old time.
Three friends playing in the streets. They go to write their initials in the pavement, wet cement. A car pulls up. This guy flashes a badge, pretending to be a cop, threatens them about putting their names in wet cement, and tells the one kid the only one of the 3 kids that lives blocks away, that get in the car, we're going to take you home, and kidnaps him.
Yeah.
This kid eventually gets away after being abused.
They don't say even how long. I think it was months, 4 months. I think they said it. Maybe.
I thought it was. I don't know if it was days. Yeah, I mean, I don't recall.
4 days. 4 days.
Was it days?
I thought the word maybe 4. I thought I heard it 4.
I can't remember if it was days, weeks, or months. It was 4 something. That's all I remember.
I think it was 4 something too. I could be wrong.
This one has
he got raped.
Yeah.
There are 2 pedophiles.
Summer of 75, Boston.
75.
Okay, 70. Yeah, Boston. That's right.
David Boyle got abducted in 75.
Oh, so look at we got 2 major cities. We got the first one is Hell's Kitchen, New York City. Then we got Boston.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon is the good guy in this child rape story. He's the bad guy in the other child rape story.
Oh, look at that one.
It says days, so I'm assuming it's 4 days because it just says days.
4 days. Okay. Oh, he's getting
Peter
raped.
was good. My man was good.
He's getting raped and probably beaten or whatever.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know if he got beaten. He didn't look like he had bruises. I think they just molested him, raped him and stuff. So not just. Don't get me. It's like, oh, that's it. I wanted more. Nothing like that.
I know. It sucks when you say like it because you don't mean it when you say it like that. Like
but I heard myself. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah,
but it's no, I don't mean it just like that. I mean like that's. It's just tough. Sometimes just like, you know what? Never mind, people. You know what I mean. You know what he means.
But he escaped, but it fucked him up.
Oh yeah, it messes him up for the rest of his life.
Makes sense. 100%.
Of course. This one, by the way, this one has an awesome cast too.
Yeah.
With Kevin Bacon, Tim Robbins, Sean Penn,
Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, yeah, Laurence Fishburne. Oh,
yeah, that's right.
Emmy Rossum. Emmy Rossum, sorry.
Yeah.
Which one's Emmy Rossum in this?
She's Katie.
Katie.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Katie, that's right.
Okay, yep, that's right. The daughter that gets killed, Sean Penn's daughter in this movie, gets killed.
Come on, wait a second. Can we talk about this really quick? Can we just talk something to laugh about in this movie? Laurence Fishburne's character's name is Whitey Powers.
I never noticed it.
No, I had to stop for it. My brain stopped for a second when I heard him called that.
I didn't even realize it. I didn't pay attention to that.
That is fucking funny. If there's anything to laugh about in this movie,
my name to Whitey Powers. I would put Whitey Powers on here. If I remember. Actually, wait a minute. No, I take that back. There was nothing beyond my screen saying Whitey Powers.
Because
someone will take that. Someone will clip it and take that Y out. It'll just say White Power.
Or they'll just leave it as Whitey Powers. But James, the thing is, I'm the one who was supposed to switch it. That's what would have made it the thing.
Yeah, you go. Oh, never mind. I don't want that name.
He was like, wait a minute.
Never mind. I take back.
Holy shit. I had to throw that out there.
I didn't recognize. I didn't even think about that. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't.
Well, because I have the IMDb, I just checked over. I'm like, holy shit, because when we were reading all the actors off.
So yeah, so Kevin Bacon.
Speaking of names,
what games? Oh, me?
Names.
Oh,
here he goes. He
I was waiting for somebody to.
I didn't even realize he changed it as we were talking about
shit.
He did it. He did it. He did it.
Hey, as long as it's not me, it's all right.
Hey.
All right.
That's fucking
thought it'd be me. Maybe next time.
I can't believe they did that. That's fucking hilarious.
That was good.
That's
fuck
good.
it, they had to.
And it's not even a comedy movie. You think they put that for comedy, or they didn't realize it when they did this shit?
They knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah,
they knew what they were doing.
It was I mean, they put it in there because they only call them that like once, and it's like a throwaway.
Yeah,
line.
But you think they did that? They're like, yo, we're gonna put this in here real quick just to see if anybody notices it.
I fucking noticed just now.
I didn't think about it.
The like I mentioned, I like murder mysteries and stuff like that. I thought was weird about this, because even in the description they kind of set it up a little bit. Like 3 friends become adults. One has a daughter killed, thinks it's a friend, but the other one's a cop. So that's in your basic premise if you just read about the movie. But it was you could see them try to set it up. Tim Robbins, as the kids grow up, Tim Robbins is the kid that was kidnapped and abused, and he's off his rocker a little bit, and he plays it well.
He plays it really well.
Yeah.
But it's I felt like it was a weird transition. Well, they set up Katie, who says goodbye to Sean Penn at work. He runs a convenience store. This is the girl that gets murdered, his daughter. Saying goodbye, looks at him like she's not coming back, which was her plan, to run away with another neighborhood to Vegas to marry another neighborhood kid who Sean Penn hates. And she's goes out bar hopping, which Tim Robbins is sitting at this bar just drinking, watching
Dave Boyle
baseball game. A weird bar for these 3 girls to go into and start dancing on the bar. There's literally no party atmosphere here whatsoever.
No, just them and their friends just being, how they are.
And he just looks at them, and the one dude was like, says something. He's like, oh yeah, I know the one, old buddy's daughter.
Yep. Yeah. Casual mention, like that's a friend's daughter. I've known her since she was born. And then it literally goes from that and cuts to Tim Robbins coming home with a knife cut across his chest, blood all over. I'm like, this is a weird transition.
Yeah.
talking about how he thinks he killed a mugger.
Well,
yeah,
that's what
he got mugged.
He started with, because remember he told different stories. The first
Oh yeah,
story was the mugger
no, but
story.
I'm talking about the transition from trying to set it up to make it look like he killed Katie.
Yeah,
I'm like, this they didn't do this right.
Well, I mean,
it could have been a little bit better. It made it work, but it wasn't clean. That's how I'll say it. They didn't make it clean enough. It was just like shoved it in your face. Like, here you go. This is how we're setting it up.
I feel like it was supposed to be 100% clean, like just to put it 100% on him. It was like, all right, you got this guy, and you got the kid as a suspect right now.
No,
but they should have made it where he made that big ass lie to his wife. They should have made it like he came in. You see, like us audience see him, his hand, he got the cut. He takes the shirt off. He's hiding the clothes.
Yeah.
Their
focus was on the lies he's telling after he comes home, and not. There was literally no setup of conflict or anything like that. No established point where you're like he has a dislike for this girl or anything like that.
Then he's like, set it up where the wife finds the clothes later.
Yeah, like, he's watching the baseball game. He's watching this baseball game at the bar, having a beer. Sees her dancing on the bar with her friends. Oh yeah, I've known her since she was a kid. And then literally just goes back to his beer and watching the baseball game.
Yeah.
And now he's home with blood on him.
Yeah.
Like that was the only thing in this movie that I'm like, all right, they didn't handle that.
No, it was so rough where that's what the mark where I 100% knew he didn't kill her. Because it was so sloppy where I said, nah, he didn't do it. They didn't do that right.
Yeah.
That didn't transition good. He's not the one who killed her. So
okay, I see what you guys are saying now.
Yeah, that was just a blatant setup for the viewer. I'm like, yeah.
I see what you're saying now, yeah.
But if they did get me, who was the killer, we'll get to it.
Yeah. They did a really good job with that.
They did a good job on that.
They did a really good job with that. What the hell?
I apparently switched my camera somehow.
Yeah, we're seeing your crotch. Don't want to see that.
That was my thigh.
That was his OnlyFans camera.
It was too close there.
Hold on.
OnlyFans cam.
You want to see my leg? There's my leg.
There he goes again.
Right. You want to see my third leg?
It's not. This isn't OnlyFans.
You, James, can do that stuff on your own time.
It's only friends.
No, it's not.
No,
the fuck it's not.
We'll make our own website.
I don't like you guys that much.
Nope.
Oh shit.
Fuck. Oh shit. But all right. Go ahead.
Okay, so Kevin Bacon's on the scene. He goes, I think he's like, they ran the title on the car and everything. He goes, oh fuck, it could be a guy I grew up with, a friend's daughter. Then they see, he's like, it is her. And what's his name? What's the fucking father's? Yeah, what's
Sean
his name?
Penn.
Sean Penn, not De Niro. Sean Penn.
Yeah, what's his character's name?
Jimmy.
Thank you. Jimmy's like, is it him? Is it her? Is that my daughter? He's like screaming. The crowd's holding him back. And he's just staring. Kevin Bacon is just staring at him like, I'm so sorry. Like, you seen it in his eyes. Like, man, he don't want to yell yes. He's just sitting there. You like,
he just gave him
so fucking bad. It fucking is like heart wrenching. Like, I couldn't imagine that.
No, fuck no.
That's one thing you can't imagine. Like, I don't have kids, but I'm picturing myself having a kid. I still can't imagine that.
Yep.
No, but it's something you don't. It's something that shouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
It don't matter the age either. Newborn, 85. You do not want your kid to die. You know?
Not before you. No.
Yeah, not before you, or in a way. It's definitely not in a way like that.
It's not natural.
Yeah, it's not natural. It's not a natural way.
No.
So yeah. So she was beaten and then shot. And put in a ditch with a crate over the hole, trying to hide it, even though you can see through the whole fucking crate. But anyways,
yeah, it was.
But they find a body. Now the search of who killed her begins with Kevin Bacon. Then Jimmy, the ex-con, has little connections. Yo, the two brothers, the two fucking dog boneheads, the knuckleheads. I like them. I like those characters.
His crew, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, what are you going to do, Jimmy? And they're just fucking going around like two meatheads pushing people aside. Get the fuck out of the way. Like everybody in town knew who they were. They're like, oh, here comes the fucking knuckleheads.
I really like the scene where they bring Tim Robbins in for questioning, Laurence Fishburne and Kevin Bacon. And
that's where they're starting to try to the artist tried to trick you, think it is him.
And he's asking for the questions. And he's asking for a Sprite.
Yeah. He's like, can I have a Sprite? Like he's acting all cool.
Yep.
But then the questions, he's like answering certain ones. He's like, can I go home? Then that's when you're starting to think like, oh, he's playing. Why didn't he's not just telling the truth and shit? He's playing cops off. He's like fucking trying, like, fuck you, not me. I'm playing off. Let me out of here. Oh. I'm not saying shit.
Yeah, Tim Robbins is great because he goes from somewhat normal person, and you can see the
switch.
Mental
PTSD
decline.
Shit.
Yeah, the PTSD really start to come in, and just his mental cognizance.
Yeah, the murder of Katie awakens it and made it worse.
Well, and the fact that we find out he really did kill somebody.
He really did. Yeah, he really did kill somebody. That's true. We did find that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He killed a pedo.
He killed a pedo.
Calls them wolves. Or vampires.
Oh, yeah. The scene where he's telling the bedtime story to his kid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You
that's a bedtime story?
You fucking knew what he was talking about because they flashed back to him escaping the two people that kidnapped him. And now he's talking about a kid that escapes from wolves.
And the kid's sitting there like, oh, this is a good story.
The kid's passed out, and he's still telling the story. I'm like, Jesus.
If I was a kid, I'd be looking at him like, Daddy, this is not a funny story. I can't say no. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you wouldn't understand what he's talking about because he's saying wolves.
But he's still setting up like it's a scary story. Wolves chasing a kid through the fucking the woods. I mean, you don't go have your kids going to sleep thinking fucking wolves chasing a kid.
I mean, fucking three. But I mean, you got to think of the stories who grew up like three little bears, the three bears, not three little bears, and shit like that. 3
little fingers go in a cave.
I don't know what story.
Two in the pink.
Sorry, never mind. That was a story my uncle told me. Never mind.
Yeah, 2 in the pink. Right?
Those were jokes, people. Just
they
so
split.
You know.
They split up.
Oh my god!
The pinky gets lost.
It does.
He goes in the wrong cave.
It's the thumb, really. Thumb's not really a finger, so it's on its own.
Oh man.
Oh shit! All right, back to Mystic River.
Need to get some more brown people on this show.
Now we found out the connection why they call the movie.
We're a reverse Oreo show. That's how we operate.
Yeah.
What'd you say, James?
We find out why the movie's called Mystic River.
Oh,
at some point. No, we do. It's because Jimmy kills people thrown in the river.
Get your head out of the fucking gutter, Aaron.
I mean, the way that this conversation just ended 2 seconds ago, I was just like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?"
Aaron, get your head out of the gutter. We're trying to have a serious conversation about this movie.
Jimmy takes care of business, and he dumps them in the Mystic River, and they go bye-bye. No evidence.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though I don't understand how that happens, the body don't end up nowhere. What's so special about this Mystic River? It just disappears.
Cement shoes.
Oh, but they end up. Yeah, so signs start pointing to Dave. Kevin Bacon is the detective. Jimmy and his goons, because Jimmy was helped with the mob and everything. I can't even explain all the backstory that went into it because I can't remember at all. But
I can real quick. You want me to?
Okay. Yep. Let's go for it.
So Jimmy, when he was younger, he had a little group. It was one of the Katie's boyfriend's father was part of the group.
Oh, that's right.
They robbed a store with a gun. The father ratted Jimmy out. Jimmy did 2 years. Came out, found out that dude ratted him out. He went missing. The wife gets $500 a month.
Yep.
That's how he just ran off.
And
but
sends
you know
$500 a
how
month.
mafia shit works, kind of. No one just runs off.
That's right. Because he did because the kid was like, when the kid was getting questioned about the checks, and he was like, "Yeah, my dad sends $500 a month. It comes from like New York." He's like in the stamp says like New York or something. He's like, "You don't find that strange?" He's like, "No, why?"
Yeah. He goes, "What are you talking about? Why?"
Yeah.
Yeah. The kid's like, "Yeah, he's alive. He's sending his checks. I've never met him though. Last time I see him, I was 6."
Speaking of that $500 a month, before I forget, I love how Kevin Bacon brings that back later in the movie to Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
he knew. Yeah.
After after Dave's dead.
Yeah, and he was like, "So
you're
are you gonna start sending Cecile or
that's where
Celeste
Celeste. That's where I was going with this.
Are you gonna start giving her $500 a month now too?"
Yep.
So
made that comment.
Jimmy goes on his own investigation, basically with his goons. After he hears the police brought in Dave to question him and everything. So they drag Dave to a bar, get him super drunk, take him out back to the Mystic River. Jimmy tells the story of how he killed that guy that ratted him out, and that he's going to kill Dave unless he admits, then he'll let him live and go to prison. Dave's so scared, he just admits it, even though it's not Dave had nothing to do with Katie's.
Well, at first, Dave keeps telling the story of what really happened about him beating up the dude in the car and killing him.
Oh, yeah. At first, Dave tells the story of how he beat and killed a child molester.
He said that I put him in my trunk. That's his blood.
Yep.
I have picture. He said I can show you, like I can tell you where the body is and everything. But Jimmy did not want to listen. He was like, "Just tell the truth, Dave. Just tell the truth." So Dave was so afraid that he just said, "Okay, if I just say this, he's really just going to let me go."
Then they'll find out the truth.
Yeah, but nope. He admitted it. Then Jimmy just like
stabs him
in the stomach. Falls on the ground. Stays on the ground. Sitting there looking at him. And then the two goons are like, "He's still moving." He's like, "I know that he's still fucking moving. Shut up." And
he's like, "I have eyes."
Yeah, he goes, "I have eyes." And he takes the gun and he's just looking at him. Then, soon as he pulls the trigger, well, no, not before. Was it pulled right? As soon as he pulls the trigger, Kevin Bacon runs in where they find the real killers.
It's the next morning.
Oh, it's the next morning. You're right. You're right. It's the next morning.
Yeah. So Jimmy kills Dave because he's just convinced he.
Oh, real quick. The reason for the connection is the gun that was used on Katie was the same gun of Katie's boyfriend's father used for the night of the robbery back in whatever year.
Like 15 years before that.
15 years before that. Yeah. That's where the connection comes in.
60 to something.
Something like that. Yeah. Then the scene with Sean Penn sitting on the curb he's been drinking with a empty bottle, and Kevin Bacon telling him they got the killer and everything. That was a great fucking scene.
Yeah, it was. And Jimmy is like, he's like, "We know we got the killer." And he was like, "What?" And he's just drunk, just like confused. He was looking at him, was like.
But before that, though, before he even tells him who the killer is, when we find out who the killer is with the kids and shit, and the boyfriend of Katie was so upset and mad. He figures it out. He found out that it was his brother and his brother's friend, and
because the father's gun. He knew the father had a gun. He was lying to the cops saying he don't have a gun.
Yep. So Katie's boyfriend's younger brother is deaf, mute. He's mute, and his brother communicates with him through sign language. Like he doesn't even have to, but they make a point of mentioning that earlier in the movie. Like he doesn't have to, but he does. He basically takes care of his mute brother. So his little brother loves him more than anything. Katie and his little brother knows he's going to run away with Katie and not come back.
And he does not like it. Yeah.
And he doesn't like it. So he kills Katie with his friend.
Yep. They played it off like laying in the road. It was Katie pulled over. That's how she said, "Hey," she said hi. And because she knew the kids. And that's where I believe they shot her. Probably hit her, like they said, they're thinking shoulder. She was bleeding. She ran. But then they found her in the wood, beat the shit out of her with a hockey stick. then shot her to kill her.
Yep.
But this was the kid's
So she wouldn't
brother that he knew the brother loved her so much. It's fucking crazy. So the brother lied about the gun. He didn't want the cops think it was him or to find out it was the brother. He knew it was his fucking brother. He just had to go prove it. I think he did. He had to prove it. He knew the gun was there. He goes, if that fucking gun missing, the only connection was the brother.
He suspected, and he suspected after that cop's after the cop interaction that when he got back and found that the gun was missing, then
and that's when the connection clicked in, and that's when okay, for one, I don't know how that kid stood up. He clocked that kid, not just that, but the fucking heel kick, straight down kicks to the face to that young kid. How did he get up after that? You think a kid would be down, like out cold dead or something, get that many kicks in the head?
Adrenaline, anger.
But he fucked his old brother up. He was punching, he was choking him. He was like, I know you can talk, fucking talk. Because I think he talks on the 911 call, doesn't he? Is he the one talking on the 911? I thought that was him on the 911 call.
That must have been his friend.
Be wrong. I could be wrong. But
they don't really
why was he saying, I know you can talk? Why was he saying that then? Say you love me. I know you can fucking talk.
Yeah.
Tell me you love me. How much you love me? Say it.
He probably could, but yeah.
But he was punching him. Then the friend stood up and had the gun on him, aimed at him.
And then that's when Kevin Bacon's character comes in not too long after that.
Yeah.
Gets through the door.
Yep.
Talks to the kid. The kid's still about to fire off. Kevin, gets him, shoots the gun in the air, and then arrests him.
Then we get to Jimmy with the bottle. So now we continue on.
Mm-hmm.
They're
and
talking.
Kevin meeting up with him and telling him about how
Jimmy's all fucked up in the head. He's like, "Are you kidding me?" In his mind, he's like, "I just fucking killed Dave for no reason. He was telling the truth." Blah blah blah. Then is that when he mentioned that thing? He's like, "Well, when they're sitting there together, they're like, are you gonna give $500?" Or was that at the parade when he said
No, he's like
that was before the parade.
Yeah, that was before the parade. Kevin Bacon tells him the story, and Jimmy's like, "I wish you could have figured that out faster
sooner." Yeah, I wish you could have figured.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the $500 too.
Yeah, no, that's and then Kevin Bacon's like just shakes his head, and he's like, and then that's where he's like, "Are you gonna send?"
Oh yeah, that's right.
So and so $500 a month now too.
Yep.
So he knows Jimmy killed Dave. Doesn't do anything about it.
Doesn't do anything because he's friends with him. He just lets it go.
Yeah.
But it's fucked up. Oh, we'll get to the end. But
I feel like the reason
almost.
Even I'm not saying
the wife is fucked up.
Oh yeah,
the wife
Jimmy's
wife. Like a mob. It's like a mob queen. She's like, "You're a king." Getting his ego up. Like you're going to run this city.
Yep.
No one fucks with you. Type shit.
Yeah, they said after that. Yeah, they set it up to the family moment where Jimmy's like, "Did I do the wrong thing? Like I killed the wrong guy," and his wife's like, "No, you did what you needed to do to protect the family."
You protect the family.
And she's like, "You can run this town."
Yeah, I just told
like, where is this fucking coming from?
They love you so much they'll do anything. He'll do anything for you. Type shit to the kids. I'm like, damn, I didn't know where that was coming from either. I was like, what? Are they gonna make a part 2 where he's a fucking mob boss now?
Yeah, does he go out and just fucking knocking people off?
Went back to that shit. Got right back into it.
But the fucking end, was crazy because Jimmy comes out. They're all on the stairs watching the parade. Jimmy comes out with his coat. Kevin Bacon's on the other side with his wife. That's a little weird story. The wife leaves him.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't even think about that.
Nothing on the phone. She's silent. I don't know what the point of that fucking part of the movie was.
That literally has nothing to do with anything going on in the
movie.
No,
I was like, what the fuck is this going on? I'm like, okay, he can't keep a wife. She's crazy. She left him because
I feel like that was just a reason for him to have somebody at the end with him because it was actually you've seen her at the parade, so it's like for him to have somebody a significant other at the parade or whatever, and it's like not that it mattered, but it's like okay, whatever, it makes sense. They were talking about it throughout the movie,
unless he was because his character was so much into his job. That this realized, like, what happened with his friends and everything, that he was like, I gotta fucking not take this shit. I gotta do family.
But I'm glad, like, I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm not mad at it to the extent of because it didn't take up too much time as far as like the story with his ex.
No, it didn't. No, it was little. It was like little. It was like little scenes. It was like fucking 30-second scenes with the phone call.
So it wasn't that bad.
Really, but at the end, what do you think about that? When Kevin Bacon seen Jimmy across the street, then he did the gun thing, like, boom. What do you think that meant? Like, I'm coming for you.
That's just. I think that's more so of a. He just reminded him like, I still have this over you, kind of deal. Like, I got this over you. So
like, watch out.
I don't think he was going to try and bring him in for it.
No, I don't think he's going to bring him in for it. But like, he was like this, like, I'm watching you, don't fuck up. Like, I'm coming for you or something.
Yeah, probably, maybe.
Even though they're friends, and Jimmy was just looking at his smirk. That's what I'm saying. They set it up like there's going to be a part 2. Like, Jimmy's going to be a fucking like leader of the city. Then Kevin Bacon's going to have to fucking stop his friend. Type shit. I'm like, the fuck?
Hey, they could. They didn't though. I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah.
But other than that, 2 good movies though.
Yeah, 2 really good movies back to back.
They shocked me. I've seen the titles. I never heard of them. I might have heard about Mystic River, the title only. I thought it was a werewolf movie actually. When I heard that title, but I was like, I watched them. I was surprised. I was like, because I watched Mystic River first. I was like, that wasn't bad. I was like, okay, here we go with this one.
He's very excited about Freaky Friday.
I was like, oh, this is not bad. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going. No, I'm not.
Freaky Friday in the Haunted Mansion.
I have a thing against Lindsay Lohan. I think that's the problem.
Where you don't like people where the carpet matches the drapes? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't like fire ant hills.
Yeah, fire ants.
These guys, man. These guys. But yeah, so Freaky Friday in the Haunted Mansion will be back in 2 weeks.
Haunted Mansion, I don't mind. Like I said, you can't go wrong with an Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah, you can.
No, I don't know. They're still watchable, I'm saying. They're not great. But because it's Eddie Murphy, you still check it out. You're like, yeah, okay, it's Eddie Murphy movie.
That's fair. For the most part.
You don't watch it and go, oh my God, what the fuck did I just shit like that. I don't know. But it might. I can't. I think I've seen Haunted Mansion.
What are the movies where he dresses up as where he's all the characters in the movie?
It's,
he does that in quite a few, but Nutty Professor, is that the one you're thinking of?
Yeah.
Meet the Clumps.
The fucking
or something
Clumps.
like that.
That was a whole freaking like series. There's a few of those, right?
Something like that.
I guess we could get this one wrapped up, gentlemen. Make sure you guys check out Popcorn and Pints.
Them out. Recommend both movies.
Yep.
Yes. Highly recommend both of these movies. These were really good. They're
the only thing we wrap up our shows around here.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Damn right. But no, these are some really good. These were honestly some really, really, really good movies. And you gotta be, I'd say you want to be in a clear mindset before you watch it. If you're all upset and depressed, don't watch these.
It's not a great double feature idea.
No. It's not. They're not feel good stories, that's for sure. But they're
not
really good movies.
No, they're not. They're definitely triggered. Like it's fucked up. They're fucked up storylines, especially Sleepers. Sleepers is dark.
I'll say both because what both these movies did so well was they put you in that feeling of either sadness or anger with certain shit going on. Like what the fuck, or like wow.
Yeah, you're right. But one was just murdered. The other one had kids with.
No, I know. I'm just saying overall. Well, I mean, we have you say it's just murder, but it's also the guy's daughter. So it's like a teen. You know what I mean? So it's like the teen thing. But no, either way, both movies were really good. They're powerful, and they're just something you guys should check out if you've never seen them before. Check out Popcorn and Pints every Saturday, 9:00 Eastern time. Like I said, we'll be off next weekend. And check out Horror with Sir Sturdy every Thursday and Friday. This actually will be on this Wednesday, 8:00 Eastern time.
Special time.
Just this week.
Special channel.
And, no Sturdo Vision next week. No Popcorn and Pints next week. But we'll be back. Not Senior Nightmares. Shit, wrong show. What is this? Thanks for popping by, and peace. Peace.
What is this? What podcast?
Where are we?
I don't know where we are. Peace out, people. Thank you for watching.